Visitors from the DeSales University Bulldogs and your Eastern University Eagles. Now for today's starters. First for the Bulldogs. In goal, number 1, Dan Sulpizio. Number 2, Michael Kirby. Number 3, Joey Malvestuto. Number 5, Charlie Jerry. Number 7, Sean Tooney. Number 8, Ian Patmore. Number 9, Cooper Moyer. Number 13, Justin Habe. Number 18, Keegan Caulfield. Number 19, Giuseppe Natali. And number 23, Michael Bomundo. Your Bulldogs are coached by George Croucher. And now, today's starters for your Eastern University Eagles. In goal, number 1, Quentin Keebler. Number 4, Colin Furlong. Number 7, Cade Harmon. Number 8, Jaden Ramsey. Number 9, Sam Sutherland. Number 17, Jake Sankey. Number 22, Billy Walinda. Number 26, Jake Cahill. Number 29, Zach Harley. Number 30, Jacob Myers. And number 31, Sean Doherty. At this time, we ask you to please rise for the playing of our national anthem, sung by Eastern University student Lenise Morales.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad streets in bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallant, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, Satan's eyes are spangled banner yet wave. Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Check.
Eastern University and the MAC Freedom and the NSA promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We encourage your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist comments, or intimidating acts directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal of the site of competition. Eastern is a smoke-free campus. Thank you.
Does that last wipe make it bad, or does it get better?
Hey, can you quick run into James and ask him if my audio's on, if he can talk to me a little bit? Check. Hello. Check. All right. If you could drop the audio in my headset just a little bit, that'd be great. I'm getting a lot of the background mic there. Is that good? That's a little better, yep. Okay, good. Good afternoon and welcome to Olson Field on the campus of Eastern University for today's MAC Freedom Championship match between the visiting DeSales University Bulldogs and your Eastern University Eagles. Eastern enters today's match with a 13-4-1 overall mark. They were the top seed, as evidenced by the home game here, in the MAC Freedom tournament. They reached that point by virtue of a 1-0 win on the last day of the season here over these same Bulldogs. DeSales comes in with 12 wins, 2 losses, and 5 ties. Only 2 losses of the year came in their season opener and their final regular season matchup. They advanced to this match with a penalty kick shootout victory over Kings at Kings. So DeSales, who had gone unbeaten through the regular season in the MAC Freedom, actually dropped to the 3rd seed with a loss, and they had to go on the road for the opening match, where they won in a scoreless penalty kick shootout. 7th kicker, Alex DiRienzo, wound up being the difference as DeSales emerged with 4 makes to Kings 3 makes over that same period of time. And we're underway. It's going to be an Eastern University throw-in.
Hey, we gotta be careful. Colin Furlong, hold. Colin, hold.
So Billy Wallenda hurls it in towards the box. Ramsing tries to skim it, but it's taken and headed out of play by the DeSales defender, number 8, Ian Patmore.
Let's go, Ramsey.
So Wallenda again hurls it in towards Ramsing. Ramsing takes it to the outside of the foot, and Ramsing plays that in, and it's going to be a corner. So this is what the Eagles were hoping for in this match. A series of restarts if DeSales was going to start sitting low. Easton's been quite good on restarts this year. Colin Furlong steps up to take it. He bends it in. Ramsing has that header blocked. So already the Eagles with a pair of corner kicks. This is Furlong over it. Bends that to the back post, and Sulpizio picks it up. And now, and you may hear this, DeSales is going to look to counter quickly. This is Michael Kirby playing up top with his second forward, and this is something that DeSales did at Kings. And that's that is Cooper Moyer. Correction, Cooper Moyer is the player called for the foul. He's wearing number 9. So DeSales playing with 2 forwards in this match, which they did a lot up at Kings. In the match here, the previous match here, DeSales played typically with 1 forward in the start and then moved to 2 forwards later in the match. Wallenda with a long toss. That's headed away by Patmore. And it's fired out. Harley is taken down by Kirby. And this is going to be a DeSales corner. So the first corner of the day for the Bulldogs. Michael Kirby steps out to take it. So Kirby's on it. He's going to try and spin this in low, headed away by Wallenda, and it's going to go out for a throw-in. But this is almost as dangerous with Kirby being able to throw a long distance. Both teams have players who can throw it far. Kirby plays that towards the box, punched away by Keebler, and now Wallenda shins that towards midfield. Harmon's going to apply pressure, and that ball is out towards Kirby. He's not going to be able to manage that. Eagles trying to work their way out. Furlong is pressed there, and now DeSales has got it on the flanks. And Harley is in a contest there with number 13, Justin Habick. Habick is able to get the ball central, but it's cleared away, and it's going to be an Eastern University throw-in. Willenda fires it forward on the long throw, takes one bounce in play, and then bounces out of play. Nice job by Furlong to keep that ball in play. And Sutherland is knocked down. And we're going to have a stoppage of the clock right away. So free substitution is allowed.
Free substitution, we have 2 for 9. Next stoppage, I can bring 9 back on. Trainer. Very good. Okay, next stoppage, I can bring 9.
So Brian Placzynski checks in. Good step by Ramsey right to Doherty. Doherty's got it, facing forward, underhits that pass out towards Harmon, and DeSales is on it here early in terms of pressing the ball. And that ball goes out of touch, and we're going to see a substitution. Nodded forward by Doherty. This is Sutherland, who just checked back in. Sutherland circles back, finds Doherty. Doherty's got a good right foot. He's coming in towards his left. Plays that ball across. Nothing happening there. DeSales collapses on that ball. Cahill wins it under some pressure, and a good call by the official there on the foul by Kirby. So Cahill did a nice job winning it. Cahill is open on the flanks now. He's taken away. That looks like Charlie Jerry stepping over towards Cahill. Once again, DeSales with the very small numbers on the front of their jerseys makes it a little bit difficult to see. But when they turn around, it's pretty easy to see the white on the blue. So Pizio comes out, wins it over the head of Ramsey, and collects the ball down on the ground. So Sulpizio wearing the green top, black shorts, actually exact same top, or almost the exact same top as being worn by Quentin Keebler. So that shot by Joey Malviesto goes wide. Malvestuto, sorry. And Keebler's going to hoof this towards midfield. Myers is up for the challenge. Malvestuto wins it, but only as far as Doherty, and that's a very dangerous challenge there. Did he show him a yellow there? Was that a yellow? So a yellow card shown to Ian Patmore. And George Crampton upset about that, but when a cleat comes in that high, it's really a dangerous situation. The referee has to stop that. That's how legs get broken. You don't want to see that happen anywhere. And I guarantee you Crampton would be asking for a yellow card if that was an Eastern player challenging in the same way. So we're 37:46 on the clock. And Colin Furlong's going to chip this in towards Willenda. It's cut away by Natali. Ramsey gets it, bumps it to Harmon. Harmon out to Willenda. Willenda on his right foot. Comes back just a little bit. Bends that in. Natali cuts it away. And it's up towards Cooper Moyer. Cooper Moyer against Zach Harley. Zach Harley doing a good job on Cooper Moyer. But his back pass is a little bit dangerous. That's coming right over towards me. I'm safe though, everybody. It's good. We're alive. Jake Cahill clears that ball out from danger. Got all measures of electronics here. That's going to be a long throw for DeSales. So this long throw by Kirby into the box, and it's skimmed to the back post where Cahill hits a really, really high clear. And it's going to be another long throw. This is Cooper Moyer, and it goes over the end line for an Eastern goal kick. Keebler hits that forward. Malastuto wins the battle with Furlong. And this is Kirby working against Zach Harley. Harley's got it. Curls that forward just a little bit. And Kirby settles it with the back of his head. Working against Zach Harley. So the Eagles are going to have to make sure that they're in good position. That cross cut away by Keebler. Keebler bangs that ball in deep, and it's won on the head by Sean Tunney. Tunney, who earned all conference recognition. And a foul on Bill Walenda. Furlong and Ramsey get collided there. And Furlong's ball forward towards Harmon is cut away by Sutherland. Sutherland's got a chance here. He brings it down, finds Jacob Myers. Jacob Myers clips that in. Natali bangs it away from pressure. And that's going to go out of touch for an Eastern University throw, and Bill Walenda's going to step over to take it. Walenda's going to uncork a long throw here, I imagine. So Walenda hurls it in. Natali wins the header, but Walenda's right there. Walenda finds Furlong, but it slides underneath him. Now Sutherland against the pressure from Charlie Jerry, and Jerry wins that battle. So the senior Charlie Jerry wins the battle, and here comes Eastern's Jake Sankey. He rolls it forward towards Harmon, and Harmon and Jerry in a foot race. Harmon called for the shove. Doherty wins the header. I'm hoping that we can find a mute switch here at some point, but it's not likely to be soon. And that ball is played in. Harley wins the first one. Ramsing gets the second one. Sutherland nods it on, but it's taken away by number 8, Patmore. He rolls it back to Jerry. Jerry tries to play wide, but it's only Cahill there. Cahill's got a little bit of time, and he's going to clip a ball in towards Walenda. And Tunney hits that ball quite a bit. This is Sean Doherty, rolls it back towards Sankey. Sankey, the sophomore who started the year as an attacking central midfield player, now playing as a center back. Basically, although it's not happened directly, he and Jacob Myers have switched positions from where they were at the beginning of the year. This is Jacob Myers on the far side, and it's going to be a corner for Eastern. So good work by Myers to get on the end of that cross, and Eastern's going to have a corner.
Hey, Colin Furlong, yep. Sammy, just drop a little bit. Help us out.
So it's Harmon and Furlong on it. DeSales brings 2 defenders. And Furlong spins that off the crossbar! And cleared away. That cross from Jaden Ramsing goes right off, or a header from Jaden Ramsing goes right off the crossbar. Walenda keeps this in, so the pressure's still on. It was almost a repeat of the goal the Eastern scored against FDU. Came right to Doherty, and Doherty just couldn't get the ball out of his feet. And DeSales dodges a bullet in the 30th minute. Eastern volleyball right now is winning 13-9 in Center Valley. So we're all tied up here 0-0. This is Michael Kirby working against Sankey. Sankey does a good job stepping in on the tackle. It goes to Harley, but Harley has it dispossessed, and now Jaden Ramsing working against some pressure. It's going to be a goal kick. Good work by Jaden Ramsing on the defensive end. Jaden Ramsing, a first-team All-MAC Freedom defender for good reason. So once again, Eastern volleyball up 4 points in Center Valley, 13-9. We'll try and keep you posted on that while you're watching here. I'm sure many of you have both screens up on your computer, but we'll keep you. And that's another high boot, not called. And it was close enough to Caden Harmon's masked face that you would think there would be a reason for calling it. And this is Jacob Myers. Oh, and a foul called. And this is a good opportunity for Eastern as well, with Colin Furlong going to stand over the ball. Colin Furlong, who delivers good restarts. He's got 13 assists this year. Almost had his 14th on that last corner. So he's going to work to try and eliminate Sulpizio while still giving the Eagles a chance. Some heavy artillery in the box. Four players over 6 foot tall. And it's a low serve, and that eludes Sutherland. Now he's got to sprint as Eastern's down numbers. Good work by the Eagles to recover. Furlong's getting back. Zach Harley's in good position. Harley's in good position, but Kirby wins it. And that's going to be a foul on Harley. And this is a bad spot to give up a restart. So Keebler's going to have to make sure that he can see the ball on this restart, as Harley got caught on the wrong foot and wound up fouling Kirby. And we're going to see the clock stop here. Clock is stopped with 28:23 on it. And using my laser measuring device, I'm going to say that this is 24.5 yards from goal. Actually, that's just a guess, but it's pretty close. About 2.5 yards outside that the top of the circle. So Keebler has got to make sure he can see this. There are 4 Eastern players in the wall, and it's blocked. And Charlie Jerry subscribes to the theory that if you don't buy a ticket, you'll never win the lottery. He hits that one way wide. And Furlong heads it forward. Wallenda, good challenge by Wallenda. Myers up. Now Doherty. Doherty's got Harmon on the run. Doherty with a great battle back to win it to Sutherland. Sutherland's got it on his left foot. He shoots. It's blocked. It's going to be a corner. So the fourth corner of the match for the Eagles. They've been dangerous so far. We've got a player ready to check in for DeSales. Looks like number 4, Alex Manzo, is going to check in. So Furlong's got it. He curls it in, and Sulpizio gets to it. Ramsing rolls it back to Sutherland. Sutherland's got Ramsing up the line if he wants it. Instead, he's going to try and find Furlong infield. And this is Kirby on the run. Kirby with a good find there. And a nice block of the shot by Sankey. Sankey out to Myers. Kirby gets his body in the way. So over at volleyball, Eastern leads 18-13. So that is moving in the right direction for them. They're going to want to side out the rest of the way. This is Michael Kirby on the ball. It's bent in well. Doherty heads it up. And that recross is cut away by Quentin Keebler. No troubles, no troubles. So both these teams used to playing close games, and today figures to be very much that. DeSales with, I believe, 12 shutouts on the year, Eastern with 10. And Eastern has played a lot of 1-0 games over the last year and a half. This is Charlie Jerry on the far side. He bangs it forward towards Kirby, and that's going to go to Keebler. Catches it on a bounce, no troubles. Wallenda is obstructed there, no call. Cahill uses his body well. Trying to find Harmon on a little curling run against Tunney. Tunney clips it out of play, and it's going to be a throw for the Eagles. DeSales scores 3 straight points at volleyball, so it's 18-16 there. And an Eastern University timeout. This is Wallenda with it. He chucks it towards Doherty. Doherty is the initial target. That's headed away. Curled in towards Doherty, but Natali clears it. Wallenda in towards Doherty, heads it straight in the air. Jaden Ramsing and the defender go for it, and Myers hits it off a defender. And so Pizio and Ramsing, good sportsmanship there by both of them. They get up, pat each other on the butt, and say good hustle, and now they're going again. Ramsing working his way back. Looks like Furlong is back deep, as is Doherty for Ramsing. A long clearance. Settled well by Cooper Moyer. This is Charlie Jerry on the far side. He's on his right foot. Finds into Ian Patmore. Now Charlie Jerry all the way back to Tunney. Tunney swings it to the far side to Bamundo. Bamundo with his left foot curls it in towards Quentin Keebler. I think Keebler thought he was going to get that, but Sankey was there at the last minute to win it, and DeSales continues with pressure. Going towards goal. This is Charlie Jerry on the far side. Pushes it up the line towards Cooper Moyer with Jake Cahill on him. Cooper Moyer. And this is Charlie Jerry on his right foot. This Patmore under some pressure from Sutherland. He's going to try and earn a corner here. And Eastern takes the first set at volleyball, 25-18. So that's good news. And a substitution on for DeSales. As we mentioned, Alex Manzo, who tried to get in about 7 minutes ago, is finally in the match. He replaces number 18, Keegan Caulfield. We're going to have a long throw. Oh, short throw. So Charlie Jerry's got it. Eastern wants to get themselves out of the back a little bit here as Jerry spins this in. Dangerous opportunity for DeSales. Oh, the substitution. So the substitute just on. Manzo bangs that ball. I think we could have stacked 4 goals side to side and on top of each other and wouldn't have scored, but it was a shot attempt. And it's going to be an Eastern University throw-in right in front of the DeSales bench. We're at the midpoint of this first half. 22 and a half minutes gone, 22 and a half minutes remaining. Myers skims it forward. It's going to be another Eastern University throw-in. And this is Billy Willenda territory. Willenda, who earned honorable mention all-conference honors, creates chances with these long throws. And it goes all the way to Sulpizio, and that did not hit an Eastern target. Skim forward. Cooper Moyer was level with Jaden Ramsing. So Cooper Moyer gets a shot off. Not much of a challenge for Keebler, who was at the near post, and the ball came right to him. Jaden Ramsing was limiting his options. George Crampton just about loses his voice there. And DeSales has got it again. So DeSales carrying a lot of the play here in the first half of this first half. Both teams with chances. The best chance of the day came on Jaden Ramsing's header that went off the crossbar. But DeSales had chances. They had a restart from just the top of the box. Zach Harley has that stolen, and that's Manzo. Manzo over to Kirby. Michael Kirby working against Zach Harley. Cuts infield, pulls it back. Harley in good defensive position. And Kirby's going to try to earn a corner. And that is brilliant 1v1 defending by Zach Harley. Kirby was really working to try and earn a corner, and Harley just did not bite. He offered the bait, and Harley did not swipe at it. And I don't know why Kirby's upset, except for maybe it didn't work out for him. But he can't possibly be expecting a foul call there. Zach Harley just kept his feet moving and did not reach at any point. So 20 minutes, 42 seconds left on the clock. The clock is stopped as one of the Eastern players is tying his shoe. As Jacob Myers tying his shoe.
Let's go, Eastern!
Keebler bangs that forward. Furlong loses the initial battle, but Sankey is there to push it forward. Natali wins the header. Willenda up over Patmore, but it's taken down by Habik. So foul called, I believe that's called against Colin Furlong. So the referee with a bit of a long advantage. Charlie Jerry plays this, and it's cut away by Keebler. So good work by Keebler to take that at the top of the box. Communication is of the essence. Now Sankey coming out, Eastern looking to try and possess. Sankey's got a big switching ball here if he wants to try and find Myers. Harmon with the gold mask, broke his nose against Wilkes, missed a game, and then scored in his next game back. Jaden Ramsing with a great tackle there. And that ball is spun forward beautifully by Colin Furlong. Talk about texture of pass there, really nicely done, and Furlong wins the corner. So Dennis Cosgrove, another bigger player coming on for Sam Sutherland. So the Eagles get a little bit more heavy artillery into the box for this corner kick with Cosgrove in. It's going to be Harmon and Furlong. Harmon's just out there to keep a second DeSales defender. Furlong spins this in, and good work by the DeSales defender. I didn't get a number on that. And DeSales doing a good job keeping it forward. This is Cooper Moyer with it. Rolls it wide to Jerry. Jerry has his ball forward blocked, but it goes right to Cooper Moyer. And Kirby working against Sankey. Good work by Jake Sankey. And Sean Doherty bangs it off the shins of Kirby, and it's going to be an Eastern University throw-in. In the second set volleyball, Eastern just started. They won the first point of the set. It's too early to say which way that set's going. Nice little reach there by Doherty to pick that pass off. And now this is Jacob Myers. Jacob Myers in a wide position. Harmon looking to fill in space behind Cosgrove. Now Furlong has got it. Furlong finds Jacob Myers. Harley's on the trot coming forward, overlapping. Myers instead goes back to Doherty. Doherty looking for Cahill, but Cahill had stayed home with Harley up. Now Harley's got it on the right side. And it's going to be an Eastern University throw-in. You may or may not hear Jeremy Payne, head coach for Eastern University men's soccer, yelling at Bill Willenda to keep this away from the goalkeeper. So really important here for Willenda to test the goalkeeper, to maybe try and bring Sulpizio out, but not at the expense of letting him catch this ball. Really want to see kind of that risk zone. And good challenge again by the DeSales defenders. They're doing a really good job on some of these long plays. Harmon is upended, and it's going to be a foul on Kirby. And that's one of those fouls as a forward. You just have to say, okay, that's a foul. I'm okay with it. This is Cosgrove on his left peg. I think Cosgrove could have had a rip there. He is a left-footed player, and he had a little bit of a window to shoot in. But he elected to pass to Willenda, and now Jaden Ramsing has to go all the way back to Keebler. Keebler hoofs this forward towards Jacob Myers, and Jacob Myers is offside. So the Eagles lose quite a bit of field position on that. Sulpizio was coming out to hit this. This is Manzo with it. Manzo working on the left side against Zach Harley. Harley has his shirt up over his head. The referee says that's not a problem. Guess in a hockey fight it's not. I think if the referee had my view, he would have called that a foul, but he did not have my view. He just thought it was a hand on him. Charlie Jerry playing it forward. Sankey wins it to Cahill. Cahill, ooh, that was a little bit of an ugly play there by Cahill. Didn't hit that clean. Nice work by Dennis Cosgrove to come back and win it from Patmore. And now here's Kate Harmon on the run. DeSales defense dropping. Harmon stops up the ball, looking for Cahill, instead finds Doherty. Now Cosgrove, Cahill's in, sweeping run from the left back position. Cahill on his right foot, unable to get a shot off. Willenda does hit a shot, it's blocked. Colin Furlong wins that ball, keeps his feet. So Eastern having a little bit more run of the play here. Jake Cahill getting forward into the box, creating some unbalance in the DeSales defense. And that, of course, is something that you look at as a team and you say, okay, it's a great thing to unbalance them, but if we are dispossessed in any kind of situation, we do leave ourselves vulnerable to transition. So Eastern wants to make sure that they are getting dangerous chances. Cosgrove on his left foot, goes back to his right, and Sulpizio is going to come out and pick it up. So I think Cosgrove's got to be a little bit more willing to take a chance and shoot in that situation. All tied up 5-5 in Center Valley. Eastern won the first set. And that shot by Michael Kirby goes high. So Brian Placzynski with the rare second entry of the first half. He comes in for Jacob Myers after having come in for a few seconds for Sam Sutherland after Sutherland was clipped in the head. So Placzynski, the senior out there in the midfield with Doherty, another senior. Oh, good touch there by Cosgrove into the feet of Willenda. Willenda's got it. He's a left-footed player. Puts it on his left foot, plays it back across. Natali tries to clear, and Doherty with a go-go gadget leg block keeps it in, and now Eastern is got a throw in on the far side. Nice crowd here. Hill's gradually filling up. Cosgrove tries for a little something, gets a little bit less than what he tried for, but still something. And it will be another Billy Willenda throw-in. Willenda has to bend his run with the retaining wall there, but does a nice job finding Ramsing. That ball's on the ground, and it's cleared away by Malvestuto. Charlie Jerry up towards Cooper Moyer. Moyer plays a central ball but finds Harmon. Now Placzynski's got it on his right foot. He bangs that forward towards his classmate Sean Doherty with a seldom used, rarely effective butt trap. And Eastern loses the ball. It's coming forward against Zach Harley. And this is why the second forward for DeSales has been a good idea for them. They win the second ball as Cooper Moyer picks that up. After Kirby unable to win the ball, Cooper Moyer won the ball in the front half for DeSales, and now they are coming forward. That's Kirby looking to find Manzo out wide. Placzynski cuts it away, and it's going to be a DeSales University throw-in. We're going to see some Eastern players getting ready to check in. Michael Kirby's going to toss this. So Kirby's doing a little maintenance over there, moving some Eastern bags around. Fires it in. Doherty is shoved while he's playing it, and a good call there by the official. No substitution yet. No substitution yet. And it looks like Eastern's winning 10-8 in volleyball in the second set. Try and keep you posted on that. This is Cahill venturing forward. A little exploratory run, finds Colin Furlong. Now Doherty, he's got Placzynski wide. He rolls it to him. Harley's going to try and create a 2v1. Harley's on the run. Let's see if he can sweep this ball in early. He does, so Pizio gets there. So, as you heard Coach Payne talk to Billy Willenda earlier about eliminating the goalkeeper, Zach Harley's got to do something to eliminate the goalkeeper, either play a low bending ball or bring something out away from Sulpizio. Sulpizio is far too good to play the ball that close, and we're going to see substitutions coming on for both teams. So DeSales pulls both their forwards off, so Kirby and Cooper Moyer come off. Replacing them are Javon Hussett and Zach Reichard. So Eastern with a brand new front line too. Evan Needs and Dennis Cosgrove up there. This is Vanji Muis. Cahill with a left foot bangs it forward towards Evan Needs. Charlie Jerry pulls it back away from Needs and tries to play that ball in, and it's going to be a DeSales University throw-in off the foot of Vanji Muis. And Hussett with a shot right at Keebler. So that is the best shot of the day. And the Eagles a little bit less than combobulated here. This is Hussett working against Ramsing. And it comes out to the touchline, and it's going to be an Eastern University throw. So Puchinski gets the ball early, leaves it for Harley. So Needs and Cosgrove on this side. This is Needs back to Harley. Puchinski on the run. If he can get there, that'll be impressive. He does get there, but not before the ball goes over the end line. So it's 8.5 minutes to play in the first half. Eastern and DeSales all tied up 0-0. In Center Valley, Eastern Volleyball holds a 14-12 lead in the second set. Manzo working over Puchinski, no call. And Puchinski gets it and is pulled down. So Furlong over it, plays it out to Ramsing. Ramsing plays that in. Not a terribly dangerous ball. It goes right to Sulpizio. I think I'd rather have Colin Furlong trying to serve that. Good play by Moise to win it. Furlong takes a clip. That ball in behind Jerry. Jerry lets it roll out of touch. Needs and Cosgrove with a nifty little bit of combination. Needs finds Moise, and it's going to roll out of touch. Eastern throw. Eastern does not have any of the superhero throws left here, as Billy Willend is off. And Cole Lesher is not yet on, so it's going to be a normal throw-in from Moise. Now Cahill is going to do his best. Into Cosgrove. Cahill's got it on his right foot. He spins that ball towards Puchinski, so Pizio takes care of it easily. Furlong does a good job challenging for that. And Puchinski gets to it. Nice ball by Puchinski into the feet of Harmon. Harmon gets tied up with the defender. He's battling. Rolls it back to Harley. Harley's got a man on. Comes back to Harmon. And Eastern does not have a lot of time. This is a very different game plan for the Bulldogs from the last match. And Eastern's forwards are not going to play that ball, so Tunney heads it forward. Furlong rises up and goes to Manzo. Manzo plays inside. And Moise is there to win it forward to Needs. As I mentioned before, in the last game, DeSales almost came out looking like they were going to play for a tie. Today they are pressing high up on the field. This is Harmon. He's got Harley wide, rolls back to Furlong instead. Furlong curls that ball all the way over towards Cosgrove. Cosgrove's got Cahill on the overlap. Instead, he comes inside. Spinning, strange bit of movement there, but it works. Looking to play a ball forward. And Manzo right on the ball. Official with a good call there, says no foul. Sankey takes it away. Brilliant play by the sophomore center back. He's taking space into Moise. Now it's Furlong. Furlong over to Harmon. Spins it forward to Puchinski. Harley on the overlap. Into the feet of Needs. Now Harley's got it. Moise is in a central position. Harley can take some space here. See if he can spin across in or earn a corner. Oh, nice play by Bamundo to block that. Harley still got it. Onto his right foot, plays it across, and it's going to be a corner. So another corner kick for the Eagles. This is their sixth corner of the match. Sixth corner of the match for Eastern. 4 minutes and 22 seconds left on the clock. So DeSales with just one player up. Eastern with a lot of players in the box. And a good header there by Tunney, and a foul committed. Oh. So Chris Tockett comes in for Manzo as the sun comes out. 3 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock. Cosgrove rises up, unable to win it. Moise bumps it to Cosgrove. Furlong's got it, working against Hussett. So Colin Furlong picks up a yellow card. And that's got to be way closer to midfield than what it was. That ball was in the circle when it touched Furlong's hand. DeSales has gotten about 15 yards on this restart because the referee chased down Furlong. Surprised the assistant referee is not paying attention and waving to the center official on that. That's got to be something you look for. That ball was clearly in the circle when it touched Furlong's hand, and now it's a good 10 yards in front of the circle. Spun in, Keebler's got it, no problems. So now Furlong's got to be smart playing the rest of this half. Not a player who embraces a lot of physical play. Definite frustration play there as he knocked that ball out of the area. Placzynski's got it. This is Cahill. Furlong rolls it forward to Needs. Needs and Harley kind of combine a little bit. And we're just under 2 minutes to play here. Goes out of touch. It's going to be an Eastern University throw-in. So Eastern's trailing in the second set of volleyball. Down 21-18. Placzynski called for offside. .125 on the clock. Furlong, good challenge there. Towards Cosgrove. Tunney's got to win it with his head. Up towards Furlong. Furlong wins that battle. Chest pass from Cosgrove. Not able to be completed to Harmon. And Cahill forward to Moise. So Kate Harmon finds Vanji Moise. This is Cosgrove's got it. Chips it in towards Needs. And nothing doing there. So under a minute to play, 45 seconds to be exact. Sankey plays it forward. Needs up against Natali. Needs also has to be careful. He doesn't want to take a second yellow in this match. So Pizio, who is left-footed, bangs that ball forward, left-footed all the way up the field. Meltas Tuta. And that's Tockett, the substitute. Playing it forward. Moise has it taken off his foot. 10 seconds left.
10, 9.
Keebler
8,
comes out, easily grabs it, and that's going to be the first half.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
soccer game the word ever.
Oh, ever? Are you graduating this year? Oh, nice. Wow.
Right now.
Yeah, we're up 21-9 in the third.
In May.
There you go.
Oh, right.
So, trying to help you.
Gotta finish it. Help me on them. Who do they got out there?
I got you. Ready? 18, 3, 19, 7, 13, 1, 5, 8, 23, 9, 2.
So we're here for the second half. Eastern and DeSales all tied up at 0-0. DeSales still meeting. And Eastern's out in their spacing on the field. Starting group out there for Eastern. Looks like a 4-4-2-ish kind of setup with Colin Furlong sitting beneath Walenda, Sutherland, and Doherty. In volleyball, Eastern dropped the second set, 25-19, but is up 22-11 in the third. So that looks like they are headed towards a 2-1 lead at DeSales. I'm pretty sure that both sides of that gym floor are the same height, but it's not playing that way as both teams have won on one side of the floor. So Eastern will have to try and win on the other side of the floor. This game is starting. And this is Charlie Jerry working against Billy Walenda. Ball goes into Kirby. And Sankey bumps it forward to Doherty. Now Harmon's got it. Harmon has it bumped away. And so as we saw in the first half, this official, center official in this match, is very willing to let play go on for a half hour or so before he calls advantage. And that is what happened there, as Cade Harmon nicked the player after the ball was gone, and when DeSales finally lost it, he elected to take away that advantage call. So Michael Kirby on it. All of the heavy artillery is up in the box. It's a tally up in the box for DeSales. Furlong looks to try and clear it. And interestingly enough, that foul was called on number 8, Ian Patmore, and Patmore was the same player who got a yellow card for a dangerous play with the high boot earlier. So got to be careful on that, because that's exactly what he got the yellow card for before, coming in high with his cleats up. Doherty has it, working against Charlie Jerry. Now back to Walenda. Myers got it with some space. Pitches it forward to Harmon, and Sulpizio. Good play off his line by the junior goalkeeper for DeSales. Eastern in volleyball wins the third set 25-12. So that match is going to the fourth set. Eastern leads 2-1 there. All tied up at 0-0 here. Harmon plays it out towards Harley. It's a little bit on the wrong side of him, so Harley has to stop, renegotiate. Sutherland back to Harley. So the two freshmen combining, not particularly well there. And it goes back towards Jaden Ramsey, who simply bangs it forward. And this is Myers against Tunney. Myers lets Tunney win it and elects just to pick it up. And it's going to be an Eastern University throw-in. And Bill Walenda is going to go over. This is about 33 yards from the end line. So he's going to see if he can get this to the near post. Walenda with a strong run and throws a line drive. Ramsey sheds a defender, and Tunney is there to hoof that towards midfield. Sankey up against Kirby. Sankey wins the ball, but Kirby wins the second ball, which is the most important one. And DeSales has got it coming forward. So Keegan Caulfield back in the match for DeSales. He was the first player off. Harmon puts his head down a little bit, plays it over towards Wallenda. That ball's a little bit heavy towards Wallenda, and Wallenda misses his first touch just a bit. And so Pizio's got it. So Pizio clips this towards Doherty at midfield. And he's going to get it in his hands. So the left-footed goalkeeper for DeSales is going to have another chance to hit this ball. 41:15 on the clock. Long diagonal ball won by Wallenda towards Harmon. And Tunney steps forward with a good, strong win. And that ball into space for Cooper Moyer, and Jaden Ramsing has to hoof it out of play. It's going to be a long throw coming up here for the Bulldogs. So it's Michael Kirby stepping over to take this. That's an illegal throw. Referee didn't see it. Kirby's coming over to take this. Good throw. Harley rises up to win it, and Harmon pushes it out towards the DeSales bench. And let's see if DeSales elects to just throw this in quickly, or if they're going to wait for something special.
Behind you, Cahill! Coming, Cahill, coming!
Jerry pops it forward towards Cooper Moyer. Sankey to Wallenda. Now Doherty back to Furlong. Furlong has it on his left foot, elects to play it outside of the right foot, ball forward to Cahill. Now Wallenda looking for Myers, gets to Doherty instead. Doherty is knocked down, but it goes right to Wallenda, and Wallenda's coming infield with it on his right foot. Plays the ball forward to Jacob Myers. Myers and Sulpizio get there at the same time. Sulpizio with a good, strong grab, and the two players clap hands. All's good. And Sutherland puts two hands on the back and gets called for the foul. So 39:25 on the clock. DeSales is going to have a restart. This is Tunney. High serve in towards the box. Furlong rises up and wins it. Goes all the way back to Sulpizio. That ball is banged in by Bamundo. Wallenda's up to win it. He brings it down against Kirby. Hits it off of the DeSales player. It goes out of touch. Charlie Jerry with an effort. Wallenda is going to play it forward. Oh, and that's a cagey play by Charlie Jerry to touch that ball into the field to keep Wallenda from getting a quick restart there. Wallenda's got it in his hands now. Natalia up to win it. Furlong towards Cahill. Cahill against pressure, unable to keep it in touch, and it's going to be a DeSales throw-in. Doherty with a win. He's got Myers slipping in. Oh, and Jacob Myers just not able to find the right angle on that run to win the ball. Doherty looking for Myers. And just missed him. Doherty and Kirby. Cooper Moyer working against Jaden Ramsing. Ramsing sweeps it away, and that shot from Habit goes high. So Doherty skims that forward, and he's fouled by Kirby. And Furlong rolls it out to Sankey. Sankey into Harmon. Harmon looking to skitter a ball forward to Myers, unable to connect, and now here comes the Bulldogs in counter. And that's a great touch by Ramsing to bang that off the shins of Kirby, and it's going to be an Eastern University throw, and Jaden Ramsing will not throw this ball in, I promise you. Center backs do not throw balls in. It just leaves you in a bad spot. Myers battling for the ball with Tunney near midfield. But Mundo inserts to Habik. Habik to the far side. Quality first touch, and Cahill got grabbed. I don't know why we're not calling this, and now we definitely should call it. That's one of those things about that extended advantage call. Sometimes there's just no reason to let advantage go when you're 75 yards from goal. This is Wallenda. Wallenda working against the senior Jerry. Wallenda on his right foot. Comes back to his right, bangs that off a defender, and it's Kirby and Ramsing. Kirby goes backwards, Ramsing gets a touch in, but it's taken away by Patmore, and now here come the Bulldogs. This is Charlie Jerry on the right flank. Eastern has players back. Keebler going to come out and snare that quite easily. He rolls it over towards Sankey. Sankey's got Cahill, and Cahill's got a little bit of time. Jerry takes that off the chest. Good play by him. Into Cooper Moyer. Good touch there by Jaden Ramsing into the feet of Sean Doherty. Doherty shielding the ball and is fouled by Habik.
Keep going, drag it out, hang it. Pull the trigger, Dennis.
So Eastern winning 8-6 in the fourth set at DeSales, now 9-8. So we're trying to follow live stats here while doing other work. Dennis Cosgrove set to check in with instructions to shoot the ball when he's got an opportunity. Cahill steps, good step by the junior defender. He rolls it forward to Wallenda. Wallenda's got it on his left foot. He knows he's left-footed. Instead cuts it back, and Cahill wins it. So Jake Cahill wins it, drives towards the end line, back towards Myers, and that shot is short. So the shot from Jake Myers did not test Sulpizio. Even though it was from in close, he just didn't get enough of it to put pressure on the junior goalkeeper. And Myers was wearing a DeSales defender. We're going to see a substitution here, I believe. Dennis Cosgrove comes on for Jacob Myers. Sutherland challenges. That ball's headed back to Sulpizio. Fourth set all tied up at volleyball, just like we're all tied up here. Tied 0-0. Both teams with opportunities. Eastern had the best opportunity of the match with a header off the crossbar from Jaden Ramsing. This game has all the looks of a 1-0 game somehow. Charlie Jerry plays that in towards Keebler, and Keebler a little bit casual there. Still manages the catch, but under some pressure from Joey Malvestuto. So pair of substitutes coming on for the Bulldogs. This is Cooper Moyer working against Ramsing. Moyer loses his footing. Ramsing's got it. Ramsing looking for Furlong. Furlong plays it back to him, and Ramsing bangs one forward with his left foot towards the corner, and this is a tough spot for Sulpizio. If he were a right-footed goalkeeper, that'd be a nightmare, but he is a left-footed goalkeeper, so it's not on his bad foot. Still has to hit it out of touch, and it's going to be an Eastern University throw-in. So this is Reichard and Tockett getting ready to check in for the Bulldogs. Bill Walenda is going to hurl this, and it's caught. And here come DeSales. Havoc out wide. It's ball into a dangerous spot. Cahill has it, and that shot off the crossbar.
There we go, boys. There we go. Hey, let's go. Way to beat you. Way to beat you. Let's go, Sean. Yeah. Let's go, you. Pick it up. Let's go, boys. Let's go, Eastern.
So Keebler got a paw to that somehow and kept it out of danger. And that ball is cleared off the line by Jaden Ramsey. And now the Eagles are running, and this is Cade Harmon. So the Bulldogs are grabbing some energy here after two good chances at the far end. Brian Placzynski getting ready to check in. Mundo hoofs that forward. Great defending by Sankey to take that off the foot of a DeSales attacker. Cosgrove wears a defender, and the foul is called on Tunney. Good foul call there. Volleyball third set is all tied up at 50, or fourth set is all tied up at 15-15. Tunney bangs it out towards Sutherland. Sutherland rolls it to the corner with his head, and we'll see subs for both teams. So Hussett comes on for Cooper Moyer, and Placzynski steps on for Sutherland. Comes all the way to Keebler. He picks it up. So Doherty That goes forward to Willenda. Good shoulder-to-shoulder challenge there. He's going to try for a corner. Instead, it's a throw-in from an incredibly deep position. So he is going to literally be able to brush the corner flag with his shoulder as he comes by. That's as deep as you can get. So Eastern can get all their heavy artillery into the box. I'd love to see Zach Harley sneak forward and get a ball and serve it here, but Willenda fires it towards Doherty. Up by Furlong. Harmon skitters around forward and backwards. Furlong back to Placzynski. Placzynski to Furlong. Furlong spins it out wide towards Harmon. It's picked off by Charlie Jerry, and this is Hussett. Jerry facing forward. He's got Kirby all the way up at the top. Goes to Habik. Habik on the half turn. Rolls it forward to Kirby. Kirby on the run, working against Sankey. And nice work by Quentin Keebler to cut that away. Eastern leading 18-17 in the fourth set. So that's basically tied, and it is tied now at 18-18. We're following along with the volleyball action. Willenda wears a defender again. Referee elects to let that go. It's going to be an Eastern University throw-in. Now Eastern up 19-18 on a kill from Ali Spillane. And DeSales with a nice bit of work there to get out of pressure. Habik forward, Sankey with a chest pass towards Furlong. Furlong gets dug there, no call as Habik took a shot at Furlong. And I think that's why Furlong got the card earlier. He was frustrated, just taking some shots after the ball was gone. Harmon finds Furlong, Furlong rolling it forward, going left, and that rolls out of bounds. So a rare turnover. Eastern's up 20-18. Eastern's up 20-18 over DeSales. Oh, good challenge by Brian Placzynski against Charlie Jerry. He finds Willenda. Willenda cuts it to his left, faces up. Bends that to the back post for Doherty. Doherty's header. Not going to challenge Sulpizio. So Doherty gets up and gets a header, but not enough juice on that to beat a quality goalkeeper who's in position, and Sulpizio was both. Furlong's got it. Out to Zach Harley. It's all tied up at 20 in volleyball. So Eastern would love to end it in the fourth set there. We're approaching the midpoint of this second half here. That ball eludes Kirby, and Sankey's got it. No troubles. Placzynski is bumped. And Placzynski gets a piece of the mark. Now the referee can't stop it now, as Tockett stepped out of that challenge. Ramsing flips it to Doherty. Doherty pops that header straight up. Furlong escapes, but it goes right to Maltastuta. Charlie Jerry working against Placzynski, finds Kirby. Kirby working against Furlong. Furlong forcing him backwards. He finds Tockett. Good little cut pass there. Reichard and Habik scores. So Zach Reichard from Justin Habik. I'm sorry, Justin Habik from Zach. 23:35 on the clock. So a pair of substitution has come in. And so Eastern's got to press here a little bit as we're just at the halfway point of the second half. DeSales leading 1-0 on that goal. A beautiful finish from Habik off a nice cut pass from the substitute Reichert.
Come on, boys. Let's go. Watch it go back, Charlie. Come on.
This is Harley being pressured by Hussett. Harley carries it forward, spins it into a dangerous area. Evan Needs to the back post. Pluchinski, Harmon. Oh, and it's shot near post. So Furlong is going to go over. So Eastern's got players in the box. Furlong's going to spin this in. Hard ball. Sulpizio punches it straight in the air. Sankey's got it facing backwards. Good little Cruyff move, and his shot gets touched. So Eastern's going to have another corner.
Come on. Let's go. Hey, Joey. Tight, Justin! Tight! Let's go, boys! Watch it, Javon! On your toes! Javon!
Ramsing heads that off the face of a DeSales defender. So 21-22 on the clock.
Let's go, boys, let's go! Come on, Eastern, let's go!
This is Charlie Jerry over it. Needs gets a block on it, but Hussett has it. Back to Habik, the goal scorer. That's blocked. And it goes out of touch off.
Let's go, White! Come on, boys! Hey, keep battling, boys, let's go!
And Eastern has match point at volleyball. They're up 24-23.
Come on. Great, Colin Furlong.
Who did 8 come in the game for them?
Take care of this! Take care of this! Let's go, EU! Defend! All right, quick, let's go! On the ground now, we move now!
Moyer plays that forward. It's blocked by Cahill. Now Cahill's on the run. Tockett's pressing. Cosgrove spins it forward to Evan Needs. Evan Needs on the left side. Ball to the back post.
There we go! We never touched it!
And it goes over the top of Bamundo, and we're going to see 3 subs in for the Eagles. Who was the third guy who came in for us there? So it's going to be an Eastern throw on the far side. Eighteen and a half minutes left in regulation here. Actually less than that, 18:10. And Eastern has pushed another player into the midfield. Jake Sankey is now in the midfield, and they're playing with 3 in the back. And Eastern has just won at volleyball, so a 10th straight MAC Freedom Championship for Eastern Volleyball with a 26-24 win in the 4th set. So Eastern's got some work to do here, and that shot from Myers is saved. So Walenda lets this roll out of touch, and he's going to hurl this forward. Eastern's got to get some numbers into the box. Doherty, good strong win there. Tuckett just not as big. Charlie Jerry up towards me. I'm safe though. And it's going to be an Eastern University throw. Bill Walenda's got it. Jerry working against Myers, tries to play it backwards to Natalia. It goes out of touch. So it's going to be an Eastern opportunity here for a long throw. Bill Walenda, and Eastern needs to take advantage of these opportunities when they happen. And you can maybe hear the DeSales coaching staff yelling at their team to get back into the box. And that's a great win by Charlie Jerry. Sutherland heads it over to Walenda, and Walenda not able to do much with it, but it's going to go out of bounds for another throw. 16:20 on the clock here in St. David's, Pennsylvania. Once again, this is a MAC Freedom Championship game. Neither team here has the credentials to get into the tournament without this win. So Ramsing's header is smothered by Sulpizio. And Habit goes down. Oh, and that's going to be the end for Zach Harley, as he's going to take a yellow card. So Zach Harley will come off. Kevin, you got to take him to the locker room. So a tough call there on Zach Harley. Probably the right call. So 15:46, Zach Harley takes a card. And he's going to have to leave the bench area. And Eastern, if they're going to do this, is going to have to do it with 10 men. So a tough call there for Zach Harley. So Reichert getting ready to check back in. So Eastern had been playing with 3 in the back. Harley was one of those 3. So there's going to be a moment where everything's got to get sorted out. And this should probably be that moment where there's a little bit of communication about it. Eastern playing down a man has got to figure out structurally what they're going to do. They can't go to a 2-4-3 at this point, I would not imagine. But it's going to be a long throw for Willenda. And this is Willenda running infield. All the way over to Sutherland. Sutherland brings it down. Sutherland's got a 1v1, which is the best you can hope for when you're playing down a man. Slices it across, and it's clipped away by Tunney. And that's going to be a throw-in. .13:55 on the clock. So Reichert is going to come on for number 8, Ian Patmore, whose day is now done. He has had his re-entry in the second half, so he will not have one more re-entry. Once again, a reminder, if you're watching, Eastern is playing down a player. Sutherland's got it. So a little short opportunity. Willenda's got it now. He's onside. Spins this into his right, and he just overcooks it a little bit. Sankey's got a 1v1 out here against Havoc. Havoc, the goal scorer for DeSales. Sankey's looking to get end line. He does. And it's out for a corner. So Eastern, even down a player, is putting some pressure on. Last year, Sankey was the goal scorer with less than 2 minutes left to send the match to overtime. So Eastern is a team that believes. They've been here before. They know what to expect. But they're going to have to find some way to solve Sulpizio and the DeSales defense. Harmon's on it. Now Furlong. Furlong's got time and space. Doherty's header goes just wide. Great cross from Furlong, smacked it in, and Doherty got all of that header, but it does go wide. And we see another substitution horn.
Come on, Sean, we gotta keep fighting. Hey!
And Reichert jars that ball loose. And this is Kirby. Kirby working against Jake Myers. So Myers back in the back row, and he will be venturing forward. So all 3 players in the back row for the Eagles are players with attacking ideas. but they're all going to have to make sure that they maintain some level of discipline. 11 minutes, 55 seconds left. So the challenge here of the Eastern Eagles is how much do you press, how much do you hold down a goal? Obviously, they've got to find something, but you don't want to give up the second goal on some silliness. So Walenda's going to have a throw. We're approaching 11 minutes left, actually 11:33 on the clock. And it's called a goal kick. Pictures of whichever team wins, and we're going to have some team shots and shots like that. Yeah. So we'll end up with a good challenge. Furlong gets it back to Ramsing, and now Eastern in full-blown fire drill mode here. And they have played in a Mayday plan before. Earlier in the season, the Eagles went up, and that is a foul called. And Reichard probably should be booked for that as well. And now the official's moving a ball back from where it was. Oh, geez. They're having a rough day on this ball spotting there. And Furlong is asking for 10. And Myers' head goes wide. So once again, congratulations to Eastern University Volleyball for picking up a 10th consecutive MAC Freedom title. They will go to the NCAA tournament for, oh, I should know this off the top of my head, but I believe it's the 18th time in the last 19 years, which is a lot, considering that a lot of the players on the team are 19 or 18. It is the first time head coach Mark Burtwhistle has ever won a conference championship game on the road. So all kinds of firsts today for them. Eastern men's soccer would love to complete the double, but they've got some work to do. Down a goal with 9 minutes left. This is Kirby working against Cahill. Kirby's got it. Good work by him to keep the ball in play. Ramsing bangs it forward, but only as far as Tockett. Tockett with a good little change of direction. In towards Reichard. This is where the goal came from the first time. And that's not a penalty kick. That's absolutely not a penalty kick. Good call by the official there, as the ball had already been long gone. Reichard had gotten rid of the ball and took a little bump from Ramsing, but there's not going to be a penalty kick on that. Natali wins the header. Good job by him, and it skipped forward. So it would be a DeSales free kick here from just over midfield. 8.5 minutes left in regulation here at Olson Field on the campus of Eastern University. Once again, a reminder, Eastern is playing down a player. Zach Harley was sent off for a second yellow card. Natali, who's forward. And I don't know if I agree with that move to bring your center backs forward with 8 minutes left, but the Bulldogs have confidence in Tunney back there, and he does. He eludes Sankey, so he's on the run. And Tockett's on the far side wide open. And this is Giuseppe, or this, number 2. Kirby's got it. Taken away by Jaden Ramsing. And now Furlong skitters the ball towards Sankey. Sankey out to Walenda. It's cut off by Charlie Jerry. And Jerry's going to have some patience. He hits a big angle ball over the head of Myers and Kirby. It's going to be an Eastern University throw-in from a deep position. So under 8 minutes, 7:35 to play on the clock. Eastern's going to have to get some numbers forward. The Eagles have had more shots in the second half. And Dennis Cosgrove's going to come on for Sutherland as Eastern's going to go to a third forward here. I believe a third forward. They've been playing a 3-4-2, and it'll probably wind up as a 2-4-3, which is very risky, and will end a call for the foul. And so Keebler's got to see this ball. And that shot from Tunney goes high.
Let's go, 13! Come on, Dennis! Hey, Joey! Hey, stop!
Cahill is going to play that, and Sulpizio is going to play that with his body, so Easton's got to go make him pick it up. Sulpizio at the very corner of the box.
Get up! Win this!
Doherty heads it backwards. Cahill tries to play it forward. It spins up his leg, and that ball is headed into a corner. Doherty working against Habak. Habak, who scored the goal. Cosgrove wins it to Sankey. And dreadful embellishment there. The referee fell for it, hook, line, and sinker, and Dennis Cosgrove is really upset about it. What he needs to do is he needs to tell the referee to talk to his AR if he feels like it was something like that. The DeSales player just crumpled with no contact, and the referee did fall for it. Cosgrove's quite upset about it. Yeah, that's where the AR needs to wave his flag around and call the referee over, because it should be a yellow card for embellishment in that situation. But instead, Cosgrove picks up the yellow. The ball is banged forward. The tally plays it to Sankey. Sankey clips it into some space. Myers bangs it off. So 5:05. So Fenstermacher comes on for Cosgrove. The clock continues to run. 4:52 on the clock. Cahill tries to play it wide, but he is picked off, and now Keebler's got it, and Eastern's going to try and get some numbers forward. 4.5 minutes on the clock. Keebler bangs it up towards Doherty at midfield. Good challenge there by Joey Malvestuto, and it's going to be an Eastern University throw. Ramsing throws it forward towards Myers. It goes out of touch, so another Eastern throw. So DeSales able to create the only goal-scoring moment of this game. Both teams hit balls off the crossbar. Ramsing with a great challenge. Wins it. Now Harmon's got it on his left foot. And that's just not a good call. Harmon got dug up pretty good there, and the referee said right on the ball, and I just don't know how he missed that after all the stuff he's been calling during this day. And Habick going towards the corner. And so 3:24 on the clock. And I'm sure what Walenda said had something to do with Harmon getting fouled at the other end. And Sankey does the right thing. Ramsey wins it and is fouled. Sankey has it popped away by Kirby, and now Ramsey's going to have a throw. He's got Doherty in front of him, instead goes to Furlong. Furlong spins it forward towards Myers. Furlong's got it, rolls it back to Ramsey. Now Furlong's got it. That ball goes off the back of Maltestuto, and now it's Ramsey against Kirby. Ramsey wins it. 2.5 minutes left. This is Fenstermacher. Tockett plays it in. It goes to Keebler. So approaching 2 minutes. And the Eastern players are nearing exhaustion. Doherty to Harmon. Harmon over his head to Walenda. Walenda snaps a header and Natali's got it. So Pizio picks it off. Good play by the keeper for the Bulldogs, and it's 1:50 left. So Ramsey is fouled. Sankey skims it forward to Harmon. Harmon's got a little space. He steps on the ball. Back to Furlong. Furlong's got some time. Furlong to Fenstermacher. Fenstermacher goes around Tockett. He can spin a ball in with his left foot. He tries. It goes out to Cahill. Cahill's going to push it forward.
1 minute remaining.
Cahill earns some space. He's going to get in the box. Unheard of. Kick save by Sopizio. So Cosgrove Keebler coming into the box. So one last gasp here, under a minute to play. Doherty with goal! 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 Sean Doherty! Sean Doherty with 27 seconds on the clock. And the place goes bananas! Sean Doherty heads it in to tie the match. 27.2 on the clock. Craziness. Now Eastern's got to organize. They don't want to give up something here late. So Eastern playing with 10 men finds the equalizer with 27 seconds left. And this place is going bananas. Absolutely crazy. DeSales sideline is stunned. They were getting ready to run on the field. And now we have what appears to be overtime coming. 5 seconds to play. Colin Furlong with the assist. Sean Doherty with the goal. And Eastern and DeSales tied up at 1-1. We've got 5 minutes between overtime periods. Reminder, Eastern's still playing with 10 men, so they will play shorthanded for the entire overtime period, but they're happy to be playing. Take a quick breather. We got 5 minutes between the periods.
Your voice is going on. That was amazing. I was like, that Matt's voice is going. That's the greatest thing I've ever seen. That is one of the greatest things I've seen.
Oh my god. That's just, I can't believe that's the sound.
Yeah, you're gonna hear me yell though.
That was wild.
Well, my son just texted him, he's not here. He just quoted it, he was like, this place is going bananas.
I got so excited I forgot the 10-second countdown. I was like 5.
Yeah, it is so good to go.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to need some help getting our starters in the game here. Question on kicks. Is he just going to have to? No, I guess no. That's not people in the line. College, anybody in the line. Never mind. Not an important question. I think it's club where you have to have your people there on the field. What is the rule on that? Right, but if you had a player sent off, no change to goalkeeper has to hit.
Well, no. 10 shooters. It can be 9 in the keeper or 10 in the keeper.
Right, but I'm saying in a club game.
Or a club game, then you'd have to.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I need one of you to figure out who's starting for Eastern, one of you to figure out who's starting for what are we doing again? I'll say, and I know what you guys do that. Yeah, no. Okay.
You need to write them all down. Yeah, they also switch sides.
Is 8 out there?
Yep, 8's out there. I have it though.
23 out there?
Yep, 23.
Okay. Can you read them off for me real fast?
Yeah. 9,
Uh-huh.
6, 2,
Faster.
13,
Uh-huh.
19, 7,
Okay, I don't have
and
19. 19. Anything else?
7, and 5.
I'm still missing one. 3's out there, yeah?
Other than the goalkeeper?
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
And then H. Who's out there for us?
We have 26,
Okay.
30, 8, 13, 9, 31, 17, 22, 4, and 7.
I got it. So we start the second or the third period of this match. It's a 10-minute sudden victory period. And hold on, I may not make it. Eastern is now in a 4-4-1 with Cade Harmon up top. I don't think the Eagles want to play. I don't think they want to play for penalty kicks per se, but they would be willing to take that based on where they were 7 minutes ago. And definitely the Bulldogs would love to end this while they've got the advantage, because once it goes to a shootout, they actually do not have the advantage on a couple different levels. And I should throw in this: Eastern has won in shootouts the last 2 times they've played. DeSales obviously won in a shootout, but that shootout was available on video for everybody to see at Kings. So Eastern knows a little bit about what the Bulldogs are going to try and do in that shootout. So Eastern would be okay with that, but I think they would love to get some kind of a set piece. As you saw, the goal in the regulation came on a set piece. Sean Doherty, who's about 6'2 or 6'3 and very, very strong in the air, picked up his 4th goal of the year. Dennis Cosgrove finds Sutherland. Sutherland sneaks the ball, and it goes off Mitali. Elena. And so Dennis Cosgrove is playing in the back, so a new thing for him. Harmon working, keeps the ball alive for Doherty. So as I mentioned, Eastern would be very happy with a restart opportunity. Jake Cahill created the restart opportunity Sean Doherty with a svelte pass to Cahill. Cahill coming in on his left foot. He shoots! Oh, right at Sulpicio. So Cahill has been the unbalancing factor for the Eagles, who are playing down a man, but with Cahill getting forward, it's like they have an extra guy in the attack. But he's got to make sure he doesn't get caught. This is Cooper Moyer, and the referee says no, no, no. So the official has gotten wise to a little bit of that embellishment by the Bulldogs. Not gonna fall for that. Then this is Sankey with it. So Sankey, who started the match as a center back, is now playing in the midfield. Jake Myers, who started the match in the midfield, is back to center back. So he knows what he's doing up there. He clips the ball all the way over towards Sutherland. Charlie Jerry up to head it, and it's going to be an Eastern University throw-in on the far side. 7.5 minutes to play in this first sudden victory overtime. Mac Freedom Championship match, all square at 1. Unbelievable action in this game. Eastern playing down a player after a second yellow card shown to Zach Harley. Cahill's got it. Unbelievable action in this game. Eastern playing down a player after a second yellow card shown to Zach Harley. Cahill's got it. Coming inside against Havoc. Now Harmon, who scored the goal against DeSales in the regular season, hits a shot. And that's an easy save for Sulpicio. Big left-footed kick up towards Kirby. It eludes Myers, so Cooper Moyer tries to bump it to Kirby running off of him, but Jaden Ramsey, wise to that, bumps it forward to Sean Doherty. And the Eagles have played long minutes and have really had to force the action here, and so fatigue will come into play. Fatigue is real, despite what you think. It's not Nintendo. Players will get tired, and that's when mistakes can happen, so Eastern needs to make sure they watch against that. So first substitution of overtime into the match for the Bulldogs is Tockett coming on for Pat Moore. So Eastern, who's won the last 2 Mac Freedom titles, including a penalty kick shootout win at Misericordia last year. They actually won a pair of penalty kick shootouts last year. Doherty out to Cosgrove. Distinctive bright orange shoes, spins the ball forward, looking to find Cade Harmon. Cannot. Colin Furlong can't win the header. And now here comes Reichert. Oh, Sean Doherty with another great back tackle. Jake Cahill is going to have to get his foot around this. Somehow he does. Forward to Sutherland, and Tunney beats Harmon to the ball, and it's going to be an Eastern University throw-in. 5 minutes and 13 seconds left. I'd like to thank you for tuning into Eagle Vision. Quite a day here today. Eastern Volleyball already emerged with a 3-1 win over DeSales up in Center Valley. That game long since over. And this ball is going to roll out of touch. It's going to be an Eastern throw. So the next chance Eastern's going to get 2 substitutions in is so Reichert, who set up the goal, comes out, and into the match for the first time is Max Cortina. And Max Cortina looks like he just got out of a prize fight. He must have taken that in the Kings game because he looked fine the last time he was here. But he's got his nose bandaged up and a couple black eyes. So DeSales looking to try and press forward a little bit. This is Bamundo. His service. Oh, it's a great little touch there from Kirby. A classy chest pass from Kirby towards Cooper Moyer. DeSales keeps possession. This is Cortina. Cortina working against Sankey. Sankey eludes him and rolls it forward to Harmon. Harmon's got good pace. He is tired though. He's played almost 80 minutes in this match. Harmon cuts it to his right foot and hits a shot. That's not going to score on Sulpizio unless he just hits a stinger there from 25 yards out. The DeSales keeper is, as they would say in hockey, you need to get traffic in front. Myers up against Kirby. Kirby wins the header but loses the war as it rolls right to Quentin Keebler. 3 minutes, 8 seconds left. Keebler, good strong punt. And that's won by Malvestuto. Luis confident with the ball, rolls it back to Jake Cahill, spins it forward to Willenda. Willenda working against Tunney, takes it off his body back to Cade Harmon. And Harmon would love to get some kind of action going to goal where they could get a free kick or a corner. Willenda chips it towards Sankey. Sankey! Oh, Sankey loses his footing. Probably a little contact there, but definitely not enough to be called. This is Cosgrove and Kirby. Cosgrove doing a good job to avoid fouling. Tunney receives it. Now Willenda can pressure. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in this first sudden victory period. This is Kirby working against Jaden Ramsey. Sankey with a great tackle. Oh, unheard of. Who could that foul have been called against? That foul was called against Sankey. Don't see it. I didn't see it. Looked like Sankey just got a toe in and poked the ball free. But it's going to be a restart for Max Cortina. He rolls it to Tockett, and now Cortina's got it. Under 2 to play. Ball into a dangerous area, and the header from Joey Malvestuto goes wide. So Cooper Moyer is going to come off. And Hussett is going to come on. Brian Pluchinski getting ready to check in for the Eagles. Eastern, once again, if you're just tuning in, playing with 10 men. Malvastuto working against Furlong. Luis gets in. Hussett's in the box in a dangerous spot, and Jake Myers tries to cut away the clear. That's going to be a corner kick, Max Cortina. Max Cortina is going to step over to take the corner. So the Eagles need to defend a corner here. Bodies in the box for the Eagles. Cortina floats that to the back post. Pops up in the air. So another corner, and this is Kirby going to spin this from the other side. All the way to the back post, and Keebler is fouled.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Makes my heart rate so high. I'm fucking.
2 minutes between these periods. And we're once again going to have to figure out who's out on the field for each team. So a reminder, if this game ends with neither team adding another goal, we will go to a penalty kick shootout. It will be at that end of the field. And by that end, I mean to your right on the camera, which also means that we would need to make sure that security makes sure there's nobody behind that goal. Still time to wait for this. Eastern is now going to be going towards the goal to my left. So you may hear head coach Jeremy Payne saying something about DeSales being tired. Obviously Eastern having to carry the play for the entire last half hour of this match. That's going to go out of touch. It's going to be an Eastern throw. So the Eagles would love to get another corner kick opportunity. And Billy will end his carry a yellow card, so he's got to be a little smarter than that. Don't flip a ball backwards, even though I doubt the official would give him a second yellow for that. But Eastern playing with 10 men. rallied to score, 27.2 seconds left. Second consecutive year in a conference final, Eastern has scored in the waning moments to tie the match. Eastern would love to do a full repeat of last year's Mac Freedom Championship game where they won in penalty kicks. So Pizio hoofs it over here towards Charlie Jerry. Into Cortina. Cortina finds Tockett. Tockett looking to combine central with Kirby, and it goes out of touch for an Eastern throw. Dennis Cosgrove going to have the throw here. Cosgrove fires it forward. Sankey has it cut away by the tally. Cosgrove hits that really hard from Malvestuto with a great header. And Kirby's got it on the far side. And DeSales is a player wide open on the back post. And it doesn't get there as Kirby's shot goes high. So 8 minutes, 15 seconds left. Just make an announcement to remind people to stay off the field. So nice crowd here in St. David's. Keebler hoofs that towards midfield. Cortina wins the header, goes off of Furlong. Cosgrove with a great find into the feet of Walenda. Now Harmon gets it, little spin turn. Harmon gets it again, restarts his motor, pushes to Doherty. Doherty, the goal scorer for Eastern's got Cahill wide. Harmon needs to get out of there. Cahill on the dribble. Cahill, who created a corner the last time. Cahill gets forward and another corner. Oh no, oh no, oh no. It's a goal kick. It's called a goal kick. Must have seen something I did not see there, as it looked like Cahill knocked that off the foot of a DeSales defender. But that is what the official called. And Cahill did not object too vehemently, so he must have got knocked back off of Jaden Ramsing being pressured by Hussett. And Ramsing pops it off the chest of Hussett, but no, it's going to be a DeSales throw-in. This is Kirby. He's got Cortina close, but Kirby's going to chuck this as far as he can. So DeSales going to try and take advantage of the long throw here. Natalia is in the box. As the target, Jake Myers wins it, and Cade Harmon clears that out with his left foot, only as far as Cortina. Cortina looking forward. Furlong strips it away. Cortina working against Sean Doherty. And Cortina, mom goal, shoots it just wide and hit the side net. Quentin Keebler dove for that like it was going to go in, but it was definitely wide the whole way. So 6 minutes in the second overtime. Keebler hits a little bit of a low drive. A good quality 2-iron there. Goes out of touch, and Charlie Jerry is going to take the throw. Cosgrove tries for the header, but it goes to Hussett, and it goes out of touch. It's going to be an Eastern throw. So right now it's Walenda and Harmon up top, with Harmon kind of playing as a pivot underneath. Jerry goes up for the header, and it goes right out of bounds just in front of us. Denver Comp working the balls on this side. Good job by him. Walenda's got it. He can't get it all the way across the field, so he's going to go forward towards Doherty. Goes over Doherty to Jerry. Furlong rises up over Cortina. Cortina, I mentioned before, with the, looked like a broken nose. And Doherty spins that ball to the back post for Sankey, and a good clearance there. And this is Bamundo going to try and hoof this out. He does. Myers up to win it. Cortina's got men coming forward. This is Tockett on the run, and Keebler's looking into a tough sun now. Tockett working against Dennis Cosgrove. And Cortina misses that. And Cortina gets a good lick in on Sean Doherty. No call. And Charlie Jerry. Oh, that's a well-struck ball across. Jake Cahill rises up to clear it. And it's going to be DeSales coming forward. So DeSales having the better of the play these last few minutes as Eastern fatigue taking its toll on a team playing down a man. But They've got to survive another 5. Hussett and Myers battling. So man on the back post, this is Tockett. And his cross misses, and Jake Sankey's clearance goes off a player. We're going to see 2 subs in. And Sean Doherty is just gassed. Vanji Moise comes in for Doherty. Doherty gave a great effort today. 3.5 minutes left. Don't know if he'll be one of the penalty kick takers. He would love to not be one if Eastern can find a goal. But for now, Eastern's got to figure out the defense. That ball forward towards Kirby. An intelligent little heel ball. And Eastern's another heel ball. Eastern's a little bit sunken in deep here. Cosgrove's got to win this. Goes to Tockett. Tockett's got some time. And that shot doesn't quite get there, and Sankey clears it from danger. And it's going to be an Eastern throw. So Eastern is just knackered out there. They are really exhausted. They have been carrying the play for the final half-hour regulation, searching for a goal. They finally found it very late, and are playing down a player for these last 25 minutes. Takes a lot out of you to do that. Sankey with a man on his back finds Sutherland. Sutherland, who's had a little bit of rest. Now Sutherland with fresh legs, or as fresh as they can be, to Cosgrove, and Cosgrove wants to get this north-south. Cosgrove cuts inside. He's a left-footed player. He's on the run. Cosgrove out to Moise. Moise, who's not played a ton of minutes either, spins that ball to the back post, and it's going to go out of touch for a DeSales throw. So 2.5 minutes to play here in this second overtime period. Looks like Reichert getting ready to check back in for DeSales. Reichert, who had a great little cut pass on the DeSales goal. Luis pushes it forward to Sutherland. Sutherland gets his hips going the right way. Gets dispossessed by Cortina, and Cortina chips it forward to Keebler. And this is a problem. And Ramsing is fouled. And Keebler and Myers are down. So 1:50 on the clock, and 2 key players in the Eastern. As that ball just checked up just outside the box, Keebler got caught in a bad way. As he couldn't play with his hands, he was going to come out and try and play with his chest until he realized that there was a lot of pressure coming on. And Hussett, were it not for a great recovery effort from Jaden Ramsing, would have had an open goal. Jaden Ramsing actually beat the substitute to the ball. Ramsing, who's played 108 minutes and 10 seconds in this match, won the battle for the ball. So Jake Myers being tended to by John Post. Quentin Keebler standing upright, or sitting upright. It looks like Jake Myers may have gotten a dead leg out of this. Okay, so Keebler's up. And he gives Jaden Ramsing a hug.
Hey, there you go, T! There you go, T! You saw Jacob, good stuff, buddy! Hey, Luke, you know what to do, bro. Let's go. Let's go, hey. Hey, you're good, too. Hey, Luke, come on, come back here. Thank you, just play center back. Hey, Kanji and Sammy more central in front of Colin, okay? Until we get Jake Myers back on. Let's go!
So Jake Myers is going to step right back on the field. He's going to be waved on instantly. And Myers can go back in. He's been waved on by the center official. So Furlong skips it wide towards Moise, towards Cade Harmon. This is the longest effort Harmon's had of the year. And that ball is cut away by Ramsing. Oh, and that's a dangerous tackle. And Tunney takes a yellow card for that tackle as he went in studs high. No question on the caution. Given the way this game has been called, that had to be a caution. And so now Eastern is going to throw some numbers forward. Ramsing in the box. Sankey's going to venture forward. Myers, Cosgrove, and Cahill staying back. So Eastern considerably smaller in the box than normal. Furlong spins that towards the penalty spot. Tunney, who just picked up the yellow card, bangs the header out towards Cortina. Cortina rolls it backwards to Charlie Jerry, who bangs a left-footed clear out. Myers heads it forward to Moise. Moise working against Havoc. It's been a fantastic game today in terms of energy and effort. Both teams battling, worthy of a conference final.
1 minute remaining.
Under a minute to play, 55 seconds on the clock as we look. This is Cortina on the left sideline working against Cahill. Moise does a good job of getting in. Nice work by the senior to step in and get the tackle. So Kirby's going to hurl this towards the box. Furlong wins it. Ramsing gets it cleared, and Moise is going to clear it out. So we're under 15 seconds left. Charlie Jerry is going to heave this forward.
9.
One header sends this game to penalty kicks.
6. 5.
Cosgrove gets to it,
3.
and that's it. We're going to penalty kicks.
1. 0.
So we're going to go to penalty kicks. The kicks will be to our right. Mm-hmm. So we are now in a shootout period. Are we going this way so the keepers aren't looking in the sun?
Yes, we're going to shoot on that end.
I was wondering why you were going to do it that. Yeah, no, I got you. I've been here long enough. I thought that. Okay. Good. We're good then. Everybody's yeah, I got you.
right. Hey, question. What do you think the chances that 3-9 shot?
Have you stand in there, set it up?
No, just move the whole scaffolding so we can straight. That's it. Tyler, you got a battery? Tyler.
So if this game has worn you out, the good news is you get another hour of sleep tonight. Don't forget to turn your clocks back. But we are going to see DeSales, who is now 12-2-6 on the year. This game will go down as a tie for either team. Eastern is now 13-4-2, and the winner of this game will simply be the Mac Freedom champion, but not actually a winner of the game, simply a Mac Freedom champion. So we are looking at the goalkeepers, so Pizio and Keebler. So Pizio and Keebler are the goalkeepers. It looks like for the Eagles, it's going to be Doherty, Fenstermacher, Plachinsky, Harmon, Muis, Sutherland, Sankey, Furlong. So we'll see what happens here. Eastern in a penalty kick shootout for the first time this year. DeSales in a penalty kick shootout for the second time. And it looks like Eastern is going to go first. Jaden Ramsing.
It's coming, let me tell you.
Jaden Ramsing against Sulpizio. So Ramsing remains perfect in his college career. And this is Reichard. Zach Reichard, a junior for the Bulldogs. Reichard, who had a beautiful pass for the goal, working against Keebler. So Reichard behind the ball. And he makes it. So Cade Harmon up to it. And that's a well-taken penalty by Cade Harmon. So the Eagles have looked confident on their two PKs. Reichard did very well on his. And as I mentioned before, Malvastuto kicking for the Bulldogs. Eastern does have a book on the Bulldogs, as they did shoot at Kings the other night in a freezing cold rainstorm. Don't know if they're the same players. And Malvastuto makes it. This is Jake Sankey. Sankey has his shot saved. So this is Justin Habit, who scored the goal in a regulation for DeSales. It seemed like a year ago. And so Eastern needs Keebler to step up and make a save, or for a DeSales player to miss the frame. Habit, first team all-conference performer. And Keebler gets it. Keebler had a really good read on that. He went right as the kick was taken and stuffed it. This is Colin Furlong. About as pure a ball striker as you'll see. Not a goal scorer for the year. He's got 14 assists. So let's see what Furlong elects to do with this ball. Now that's saved. So pressure mounts as Furlong goes lower left and it's cut away. And Michael Kirby steps up to take his kick. So two of the purest ball strikers on the Eastern team have their shots saved. And Michael Kirby up to take it. Kirby, one of the most dangerous players for the Bulldogs. And he makes it. So DeSales leading here after 4 rounds. So Jacob Myers needs to make this to extend. Myers needs to make this to extend, and then Keebler needs to come up with a save. So Myers steps to the ball and buries it. So now a little pressure here. And this is Dan Rumpf, who has not played in this match. So, not sure how he's going to react to this. So his first strike of a ball in play today will be the game winner. So DeSales emerges with the penalty kick win. They make 4, Eastern makes 3, and the Bulldogs will go to the NCAA tournament. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to Eastern on a fantastic season. Unbelievable courage in this match to come back from a goal down, playing down a man. And that's a tough way to end for the Eagles. So for the first time in the last 3 years, Eastern will not be MAC Freedom champions. It is their fourth MAC. Elena, come here.
Clean it up, so down there, the roads, all that stuff, while we're doing this.
You got the microphone for me? I'm gonna sign off here real quick.
So folks, that wraps up this day from St. David's. I'm going to step aside to do some reading. Congratulations again to the DeSales University Bulldogs on a fantastic win today, or advancing today, and also to Eastern on a tremendous season and an unbelievably courageous effort to come from behind. So that wraps up the career. So wraps up the career for 5 Eastern players. DeSales will wait to hear where they're going to play in the NCAA tournament as they celebrate their advancement here today. Congratulations to Bulldogs for winning a MAC Freedom title.